Fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Thumbs up. Hey, thumbs up, alert.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this returnable for Harris. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. His first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Play action. Here's Hurts rolling to his right. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. First and 10, Taylor now. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there, 8 yards, gets him much closer to the end zone with 4th and goal looming.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Tristan Vizcaino on now to try the field goal.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their second drive here at the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Pressure can cook them all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing is Hurts.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Play action. Garoppolo. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11. Stay hot.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive? Were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Garoppolo now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here. There he goes, left side. Still going. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kadarius Toney. 63 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go. Hey, gun. Wait. Hey, hot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Garoppolo. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he is caught. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Singletary again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who gets you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Singletary will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. Inside the 20.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A give up the middle to Singletary. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing is Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Drew Sanders. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here we go.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
11.
Now Garoppolo. That's to Freiermuth.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go.
Here's 1st down.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push.
He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
Again from the 15, second and 10.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete.
And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
Here we go, first and goal.
13.
And Garoppolo, maybe a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
65. I got this.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that will write a finish to this ball game. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra...
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
21.
A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So the next score wins here in the playoffs, and we will go as long as need be as they work here on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 26.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.